Hi guys, as promised, a second video today. This is a little bonus, and I'll be going over just pre-release promos. This is very fun for me because I only did this and completed recently. I'm sure I may be actually missing some. If someone catches what I'm missing, please let me know. I went over all the pre-releases for every set, and I believe it's complete, but I may be wrong. So please correct me if there are some that you see that I don't have and should include. So there we go. The very first pre-release ever, I think, was Dirt Coal Worm, Dirt Cowl, however you pronounce it. And this was for Tempest. And you see the pre-released with the Magic the Gathering sign, with nice art by Dan Frazier. A lot of these cards, these pre-releases, did not have different art until a bit later on when they decided to make it different. But also for a lot of these sets, there were no foils yet. For 4 of these sets, there were no foils yet. So it's very fun to see a little stamp and sometimes a foiling for like special cards that they did. So that is really cool for me to see, and I love having the date stamps because then you could like, oh, I was this old, or I was doing this kind of stuff. Revenant here is the pre-release for Stronghold. Beautiful art by Therese Nielsen. Then we have Monstrous Hound. Look how close the typing is. I don't think they knew how to make things further. This is for Exodus. Monstrous Hound. You see pre-release 1998. That's a throwback. And then Lightning Dragon. This is the first foil pre-release date stamped card from September 26th, 1998. So this one's actually, some of them are quite valuable and collectible. This one is one of them. This is the Beasts of Burden. This is for Urza's Legacy, and then did they have one for Urza's Destiny? Yes, they do. Okay, it's right here. Okay, good. I'm like, what am I missing? I haven't prepared for this, as you can tell. Valdivian Horde 6th edition, Lubu Master at Arms, April 29, 1999. They have 2 different promos for Portal 3 Kingdoms. I went over that set. It's quite an obscure one, yet very fun. If you haven't seen that video, please go have a look at the Portal 3 Kingdoms set. It's fun, it's rare to see, especially when it's completed. So if you want to know a little bit more about that, it's good to see. There are 2. There's one in April, and there's, I think, one in June or July. I have to look again. False Prophet, 1999, and Overtaker, which are so fun. I just love seeing the dates. So for me, May 29, 1999, versus Destiny or Legacy, I mix them up regularly. And Overtaker for Mercadian Masks in 1999. And then we get to see the beautiful 00 for the year 2000. Oh, God. Wrathy Assassin, that's a Nemesis. Avatar of Hope, Prophecy. I'm going to take my time going over these. So this may be a little slower video. It's not a full set. So it's bonus. If you guys connect with this stuff, I'm very happy to have you discuss and watch with me. Oh, perfect. Here now we have the Invasion pre-release, 23rd of September 2000. And as you can tell, it's written in a different language, languages that were not and are not done for Magic. For example, this is Latin, so a dead language, very fun. I think they were just experimenting on some gimmicks. So here it's in Latin, Cavu Furens. And yeah, very, very fun to have a card in Latin. I believe that's the only card in Latin. Then you have here in Greek, I think it's Greek. Please, someone correct me if I'm wrong. And this is the Feldegriff, which is stunning, and I love this art. Of course, our 7th edition Thorn Elemental, which is, I think, the cheapest foil within 7th edition, because this card was given to anyone in one of the decks. I think it was not like a buy box. It was like just, for some reason, I was playing it this time and everyone had the Thorn Elemental, so it must have been like some sort of giveaway or in some common deck. Here is Fungal Something. It's written in Hindi, and it's the only Hindi card. From 26th of May, 2001. Apocalypse. Very fun. I don't know all the names. I'm gonna guess. I think this is Stone Cold Basilisk from Odyssey. This is in Arabic. And it's very cool. I find it really, really fun. Here we have Laquatus Champion. Is it in frame? Yes, it's in frame in Russian. So they actually have Russian cards. I think they discontinued it since the war with Ukraine now. So we probably won't be seeing Russian cards for a while, but this may have been before they did it. So also quite fun. And here we have a stunning Glory. I'm pretty sure this is Glory from Judgment. It came out the 18th of May, 2002, and this is in Hebrew. The art is gorgeous. I think the writing is very fun. So I very much enjoy it. And that's the last time they did that. I wish they continued, having weird languages that they never did. There are thousands of languages. Bubs, come on, stop it. No need for that. I wish they did more of that in different languages that we don't see. Like, I'd love to see some African languages and maybe, like Thai or just stuff that I'm not used to seeing regularly. That's something I'd like to see. And then now you have the very clear symbol, which what they did for these blocks: Onslaught, Legion, Torment. That's not Torment, that is whatever. It'll come back to me. 8th edition Rook Egg. I like the magic stamp there. And then we have this very fun block from Mirrodin, where you can see, yes, please be in frame, the sword, the shield, and the helm of Caldra. And it's really the stamps that do it for me. I just really like it. I love the different art. There was really fun stuff. This is from the first time we ever go to Kamigawa and we introduced this world. Champions of Kamigawa. Ink Eyes, which is also probably a valuable card. Kiyomaro, First to Stand. And then 9th edition. So this is, I'm not sure if this would count, but there were two like pre-release promos, and this one is Russian Shivan Dragon and Force of Nature in English. I'm not sure if we would count this, but it's special and I have it, so I thought maybe if you guys know more about it, I'd love to know what's if it's special or something like that. Then we get, I love this because it's kind of like going over a full set, but a full set review kind of for all of Magic the Gathering history. It obviously doesn't have sets before Tempest. but we kind of get to move through time very quickly as we see all of these. You know, we get to see our Ravnica block, Gleamcrawler, Jin Illuminatus, Avatar of Discord, and then we go into our time spiral, time shifted, Ice Age stuff, Allosaurus Rider from Cold Snap, Lotus Bloom, Oros Avenger. We're already in 2007, and we started in 1998, maybe 97. 97, 98, and now we're 10 years later, and it's just a few pages. 10 minutes, wow, I am slow AF. I need to be a little faster. This is from Future Sight, Korlash, Wren's, Door of Destinies. Do you guys collect stuff like this? Is this an oddity? Is this, to me, it's very fun. I wanted to put them all together in a binder, so that's what I did. I also have a bunch of promos that I am very far from completing. Like, I'm missing a lot of the very expensive ones later, and we'll go over those. Knight of Alara, Vampire Nocturnus with this weird art from Magic 2010. And Queen, Valakith, oh, of course, the Giant Spaghetti Monster, Emrakul, the Aeon's Thorn. Aeon's Torn. What do you guys think of that new Eldrazi, by the way? Zuladoc? I don't know the lore behind him. I don't know how powerful he is. But it's nice that they brought in a new one. I'm sure there's will be introduced to some of them. And then 2010, so 10 years away from today, where they don't do, they just kind of stamp the year now. So they don't have the exact dates in the release, and they do it on every rare. So I stopped it at a point where they didn't do it anymore. Wormcoil Engine and Shieldred, which had really beautiful art. Even though we've been with them for the last probably year and a half, I still love the Praetors. We've seen so many of them. Hero of Bladehold. And now, 2012 pre-release cards into the Innistrad block, where they had two. How fun. But not all seem to be stamped. Am I missing something? Someone correct me. Am I missing a pre-release for Innistrad? Because I have Ludovic's Egg and Mayor of Avabrook. This one is stamped. I have it in a weird language. Weird. Sorry, not weird. Different. This is a Japanese... I think it's Japanese. I'm going to say Japanese. Correct me if I'm wrong. Voracious Demon, Mondron and Shaman, Angel of Restoration, Moonslave Spear, and we are done with the Innistrad block. Now we're getting into modern times, where they did that, well, modern, into, you know, more recent stuff, with our first return block, where we get back to Ravnica, and these had many more pre-releases, and you can see that. Yeah. The Ravnica, they all had, I think, 4, 5, or 6 of them. Wow, this is crazy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 pre-release cards for Return to Ravnica, 29 and 30th of September 2012. Super cool. And this is the following week for the 5th of October. And now we enter the Gate Crash with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 for Gate Crash. Wow. As well. Where I guess every house plus 1. So I think, yeah, so every house had their own pre-release card. And then you had one which was the week of release. So it would be, here is Scar Goliath and Goliath of Mortepon. I don't know all the names. And then Gate Crash. Maze End Dragon's Maze, Maze's End, and the Plains. A bit uneventful. Theros also had a bunch of them. It is one for every color, it seems, yes. And then, yep, and then the Bidens, and same for Born of the Gods and Nyx. It's fun for me to see all these stamps. I'm sorry, 15 minutes again. This is 2 long videos that I'm making today. I don't know who stays till the end. If you're here till the end, let me know. I'd love to know how many of you managed to stick around through this. Or we just go over, well, more than, 20 years of Magic. And this is where I stopped it. In 2017 with the Remunup Excavator, which I consider to be the last pre-release date-stamped card for a set. Now they have a bunch of different buy box and stuff like that, and that's what I did next. So I think I'll do that for another video since I'm already on 16 minutes. But if you manage to stay this far, I'll give you a little sneak peek. And this is, a bunch of promos, judge promos, special promos, all throughout. And the next whole set that I have is all the buy box cards. So you see, and the very first one seems to be for M10. If there was one before, please correct me. And it goes, and those go till today because we still have buy box. So the most recent one was for me because I think Ixalan just came out. So I still don't have that one. But the buy box for the last Throne of Eldraine remake, Wilds of Eldraine remake is this, Expel the Interlopers. So that's something we'll do another time. Let me know if you enjoyed the video. Thank you for staying so long, and I hope everyone's having a great day.